Hey, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm showing you how to handle an issue with a VW Golf 5. In this case, we're taking on a problem from a VW Golf 5. The issue we're currently dealing with is the airbag warning light staying on persistently. That this issue actually exists and exactly how it occurs when we turn on the ignition and start up the engine right away, right here. The warning light stays on. Normally it first goes off and then comes back on again. So you can see the airbag lights on and just won't go out. First thing, let's pull the codes. If we now grab VCDS or another diagnostic tool, turn the ignition on, and head over to Control Unit Selection here. We go into our airbag control module and read out the entire system. Then we see that we have an issue with crash sensor G179, the driver's side airbag. That's the problem we're dealing with. Now we can try clearing the error code once. So the error won't clear and returns right away. Here it still says interruption, short to positive. So this tells us one thing. It's usually the case that when the error clears but comes back right away, things are always just like this. Even in the engine control unit, for example, or in any control unit, most of the time, it's very often an indicator that there's a broken wire somewhere, causing the fault to stay there permanently. So we'll go all the way back here and can actually start looking. Yeah, guys, if you clear the fault and it comes right back, that's a strong sign, not just in the airbag module, but in the engine or elsewhere, of a real issue like a brake or short circuit. Then it's almost always a very strong indication that if you clear the fault and it comes back right away, you've either got a broken wire or the component itself is faulty. So there's a fault there permanently. Sometimes there are components that act up, for example, then you can clear the fault, take a test drive, and the fault just pops up sporadically. But it's there permanently, the fault, and I almost always recommend first pulling the fault code and then clearing it out completely. If it clears, take a short drive and check whether the fault comes back. But if it's completely cleared and comes back immediately, it's almost always due to a broken wire or some kind of wiring problem. Yeah, and in this case, the airbag sensor, the crash sensor for the airbag, is actually located inside the door panel, built right into the door structure. The driver's door gets opened and closed way more than any other door. It's the one that's used the most. The crash sensor is located right here in the door. I did my homework beforehand. For the Golf 4, I think. Yeah. The driver's seat is down below under the carpet. First thing I'd do, if you've got a crash sensor error on a Golf 5, is to first check inside the door to see if there's any broken wire before you go ahead and remove the door panel and start messing with the sensor or its connector. And yeah, now we're going to do that and take a look at the wiring harness to check if any of the wires in the door are damaged. Important, before you go messing with the wiring harness on the door, important. Disconnect the battery first. Wait at least 30 minutes to make sure the airbag control module is fully powered down. Don't risk a short circuit or anything that could accidentally trigger the airbag. That's why it's so important. Disconnect the battery first, then, and only then, go near any wires and start working on them. Now, when we take a look at these cables here, grab a screwdriver, or you can actually do this by hand. You'll need to press down on the pin up here and pull it downward and sideways. After that, we can safely disconnect the whole connector and move on. And look here. There's already a cable coming loose toward us. I'll show you that up close in a second. And as you can already see here, a few of the cables are frayed. That's totally understandable, considering how often the door gets opened and closed. Take a look right here. You can clearly see how some of the wires have already been chewed through. Hope that's visible enough. There and there, I'm pretty confident this cable here is connected to the crash sensor. The other end's probably a bit of a pain to reach now. Can't get to it from this angle. But don't worry, we'll take care of it in a bit. We'll go ahead and patch the whole thing back together properly. Just give me a second to get everything ready. solder it back together, use some heat shrink tubing, and of course insulate the others properly so everything's back in order. Then we'll check if the error is gone. Okay, so I've nicely and neatly fixed this now with heat shrink tubing, and the cables are securely soldered back together with solid connections. Now putting it all back in, first at the bottom, then the top. So everything sits right again. And now we can scan it again and see if the error is gone. All right, so now that we've turned the ignition on and go back into the airbag control module here. Can we go back to the fault codes here? This is the fault code. 1221. With the Gutmann tester, it's exactly the same. It just doesn't call it trash sensor, it calls it impact sensor instead. So let's clear this whole thing out once. There, and the fault is gone. Now we can try everything out. Turn ignition on, off, then start. See if airbag light stays off. When we power it on, and start the car, the airbag light stays off. And that's exactly what we were looking for. Great. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video and I was able to help you out, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, ciao.